1080p is the cheapest resolution and also the least demanding one. If you are searching for a new PC build that will deliver excellent performance at 1080p, and I'm talking about high FPS in both high demanding games and also esports titles like Valorant or Fortnite, then this is going to be the perfect video for you. I'll show you the top 3 best PC builds for 1080p at different budgets, going through the best high-end system and also the fastest one and the best one if you want a future-proof 1080p gaming PC. The links to all of these systems with the latest prices and availability in your region will be down below in the video description. My name is Valentino. That being said, let's start. First, we have the best value system. Now, this one is also the cheapest one on this list and in my opinion the best price to performance gaming system if you want to play at 1080p resolution, because of the fact that you get the Ryzen 5 5600X processor alongside the RX 6750 XT graphics card. This CPU and GPU combo are amazing when it comes to 1080p resolution, and you will be able to play any game that you want, and I'm talking about high demanding titles at 100 plus FPS on average, which is a very high number considering we are talking about high demanding games on high to ultra settings. Now, if you want to play esports shooters like Valorant for example, you can expect 240 plus FPS on average, so feel free to buy a 240Hz 1080p monitor if you want to, and on top of that you can easily play at 1440p resolution as well. So if you have a 1080p monitor right now but down the line you want to upgrade to 1440p, that will be no issue, and feel free to buy a 1440p 144Hz monitor and play either high demanding games or easier to run titles. Now at 1440p, of course you will be achieving less FPS than at 1080p, but you will still have a smooth level of gaming performance with no stutters or FPS drops. Now for the rest of the components, you get 32 gigs of RAM, which is perfect not only for gaming but also for streaming, in case you want to do streaming and gaming at the same time, or content creation on the side if you want to start your content creation journey. And then you get a 1TB SSD, which is enough for most people, and a case with good airflow and pre-installed RGB fans. Now having pre-installed fans is actually a lifesaver, because installing the fans yourself first of all is one step more in the process of building your PC, but also is going to be more expensive. So these 3 pre-installed RGB fans are perfect, and also the fact that you get amazing airflow, so you will have no issues when it comes to your CPU or GPU temps. The total price for this system is $740 when I'm recording this video. Now the price might be different when you're watching this one, so I do recommend you checking the latest prices and availability from the links down below. However, for under $800, you are getting, in my opinion, the best price to performance system for 1080p. However, if you want a higher end 1080p gaming PC, then I recommend you getting the next one, which is a bit more expensive, but trust me when I say it is much better, especially if you want to upgrade the system down the line. This PC has the same graphics card in the RX 6750 XT, so in terms of high demanding games at 1080p, you will be achieving about the same level of performance as the last one, but this one has the Ryzen 5 7600 processor. This CPU from AMD is from the AM5 platform, which means that if down the line you want to upgrade your CPU, you can upgrade up to the fastest CPU in the entire market right now in the Ryzen 7 9800X3D, so it is much more upgradable over time. And on top of that, this Ryzen 5 is quite faster than the last one I've mentioned from the other system, so if you play high CPU demanding games like Fortnite, competitive settings, you will be achieving higher frame rates. That being said, if you want to play those type of esports games, you can expect 360 plus FPS on average in competitive settings in most esports games, so you can easily buy a 360Hz 1080p monitor if it fits your budget. Then here you get 2TB of SSD instead of 1TB, which means that you can install way more games or programs, and you can also transfer more files. So if you're a content creator, this is going to be a huge upgrade compared to the last system. And even if you're a gamer, let's say you like to keep your games installed in your computer and you're not the type of guy who deletes them after playing them, well, having 2TB is going to be better for you as well. And then you also get 32 gigs of RAM, but this time DDR5 memory, which is faster. So overall you get a faster system than before, and the most important part in my opinion is that this system is way more upgradable. Then for the case, you get the same case, which is not going to be an issue at all. As I said before, good airflow and pre-installed fans. However, you have to keep in mind that this system system is going for around 920 bucks by the time of filming, so it's a bit more expensive than the last one, but in my opinion it is worth it over the last one, even if you have to pay the premium, because as I said before, it is way more upgradable and you also get a faster system right now. And then if you want the fastest gaming PC for 1080p resolution, I recommend you building the first one on this list, which has the same Ryzen 5 7600 CPU, so it's still very upgradable over time, but this time you get the RX 7700 XT for the GPU, which is a really fast graphics card for not only 1080p but also for 1440p. So if down the line you want to play at 1440p in the latest, most demanding games, you will be able to do so without any issues, of course depending on the settings. And then for 1080p resolution, you can expect 120 plus FPS on average, and I'm talking about the most high demanding games on high to ultra settings. So in esports shooters, you can expect well over 400 FPS on average at 1080p in competitive settings, and this one is even more upgradable down the line than the last one, because you get a higher wattage power supply in 850 watts. So let's say that down the line you want to buy a higher end graphics card like the RTX 4070 Ti Super or the RTX 4080 Super. Having an 850 watt AT rated power supply is going to be perfect, because you will not have to change it when you change the graphics card. Then you get 32 gigs of DDR5 memory as well and 2 terabytes of SSD, so you get a very well balanced system. And here you also get a more premium quality case, so overall you get a very premium computer for both 1080p and 1440p resolution. It is also the most expensive system here at around 1120 bucks, but in my opinion it is the fastest PC that you can get for 1080p, and of course you can get an RTX 4090 and that's going to be faster, but those graphics cards are designed for 1440p or even 4K ultra settings. Those are not designed for 1080p, and even the 7700 XT in my opinion is a bit of an overkill for most games at 1080p, but again this system is future proof, so down the line this PC is going to be perfect for 1080p. So later down the line, with newer games coming into the market, the 7700 XT is going to perform very well even in high demanding games at 1080p in the next few years. And if you have a different budget, let's say you have $1,500 to spend, or maybe you have over 2,000, then in that case I recommend you watching my video on the best gaming PC builds of the month for every budget and every resolution, including 1440p and 4K as well. Thank you guys for watching, thank you for the support, and I will see you on the next one.